Evidence has come out showing that William Ruto is creating goons to disrupt the 2027 election so that they can declare a state of emergency for the government for the election not to be held. Well, the goons that we are witnessing in Homa Bay, they were by design, because in politics nothing is done by mistake. And these goons are paid by the regime. It's the reason why when Murkomen took some time to comment on this, but when he came out to comment, he came out to say, when you hear goons are in certain area, you should not go there. Murkomen said these statements.
Wewe ukijua Homa Bay kuna mtu amepanga goons, na police washakuambia kwamba kuna mtu amepanga goons, why are you going there? Siwende nyumbani upange mkutano mwingine yenye haina goons. Why are you forcing yourself? So stop creating a crisis. Mwende mkae chini, tafuta good politics, muombe kura, msituletee shida kama wa Kenya. Those who are trying to say that this country is in a crisis because of goons are liars. There are people who are now, kuna watu wana create a scenario kwamba ni kama kuna crisis ya hii Kenya. Wanasiasa kwa Kenya a 0.0001%. Hawafiki 2,000 out of 50 million Kenyans. But they want to make Kenya to become like it's a crisis when they don't get what they want. Kama huyu Gachagua anaongea kuhusu goons every day. Kama yeye angekuwa anatafuta kiti, angeongea mambo ya goons. Angeongea wapi? Na hata ile branding anajaribu hapa ni kama kwamba goons ilianza na serikali ya William Ruto. There is no crisis in Kenya. The crisis that is in this country is the bankruptcy of ideas of politicians who are unable to campaign, and they go and sanya goons to fight themselves, and they want to make it a national crisis. There is no national crisis. Kenya is safe and we must focus. Hii kitu ya sayote you expect. Nimeona watu ati Murkomen has not talked about goons. If these goons was a problem of common mwananchi, I could say it. Lakini these politicians 0.0001%, they want to make us to leave the work we are doing to only talk about goons. Please stop that conversation.
That is Murkomen. First of all, the duty of a government is to eliminate threats. For example, if there are goons in a certain area, it's the duty of the police to go and dismantle those goons. But for the CS Interior to come out and say that if you know that goons are in a certain area, don't go there, it means that they are going to create goons in certain constituencies, in certain area, and if you are opposition, they will not allow you, and they will give you an excuse that they are goons, don't go there. Yet the goons are orchestrated by the regime, are protected by the police. And for the CS to speak like that, a man I used to hold in high regard, I remember Murkomen in the Senate, he fought for the rights on the Senate, is the now orchestrating torture, barbarism in this country. And it is well orchestrated because William Ruto knows he's going home by 2026. So they are going to create a nation like the way it is in Haiti, where goons lead. Even the policemen will be told to remove their attire so that they can act like goons holding pistols and guns. And this is going to happen so that elections cannot be held. It's the reason why the opposition should come out hard and fight William Ruto's regime, because it has failed. William Ruto knows he's going home. He doesn't have any chance in 2026. It's the reason why he's acting like this. Kenya is the biggest democracy in East Africa. It's being destroyed by one man, and by the time you will know, it will be too late to understand that Kenya is going to be led by goons. It is the truth. The people were beaten on Homa Bay, because right now, if I ask you, the only region that we are not will get votes is this backyard, because your backyard will vote for you regardless, however bad you are. If I ask you another region that will vote for Ramoto, you will say none. The region that looked like is we're going to vote for Ramoto was the Nyanza region. That is the Luo nation. But even the Luo nation is divided. The Linda Wananchi is trying to take the message there, and Ramoto doesn't want a person to dismantle his political base. So he's using goons to fight these people. And the plan was to kill Edwin Sifuna there, so that he can eliminate. The plan is still ongoing to murder Rigathi Gachagua, because Ruto with the power is so ruthless. He rather murders you than leaving you to contest as president. It's the reason why even Moses Kuria came out in a tweet and talked about this. Moses Kuria came out to say, my difference with Gachagua, notwithstanding, I deeply care for him as an old friend. At the rate he is making everyone an enemy, I keep fearing that some crazy guy might do a Lee Harvey Oswald solo act. God forbid. For those who don't know, Lee Harvey Oswald was a murderer who killed the American president. So they want to kill Gachagua. They are bringing it in parables. They don't want competition. RUTO fears the competition in 2027 because it's a sure bet RUTO cannot be present beyond 2027. It's going to be defeated by Kenyans. Even if they bring any candidate, it's going to defeat William Ruto. And he knows that. That's why he's creating goonism. As we go further, we are going to see more goons happening. And we all know that the committee that's being used by the regime is the Luo committee because it is the easily that can be used. Remember, Ruto even wanted to introduce Goons Mountain Kenya to beat Rigathi Gachagua. But since Mountain Kenya knows how to get leadership, is more civil, he has been in leadership for the longest, it was fought. Okay, cultural leaders came out to speak, church leaders came out to speak. They wanted to fail Rigathi Gachagua to speak from the mountain until they failed. So what Linda Wananchi should do, should prepare another Homa Bay visit. They must fight back until they are left free to speak out. Why is that when Edwin Sifuna was in Western, he was never beaten? So since William Ruto is fighting for the political cake in Nyanza, he can do anything, including killing. It's the reasons why we must not let him near power. Of course, as some people may know, truly Mr. Makinde. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can motivate you to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.